Blueski will jump against Garcia as we start. Bettendorf in the road blacks with the gold numbers and white trim. The Muskies in the home whites, purple numbers and purple and Vegas gold trim. And we're ready for some basketball. Game one of the double dip. We're going to bring you all the action tonight here from Muscatine High School. Cake auction night, huge fundraiser night. And the officials will put this one on play. Chad Yoakum in the house doing all the filming for this on Channel 9 and 709 on your HD MPW package. The Muskies control it in the front. It's Paige Miller out high. She's guarded by her Pelding. Bounces his right wing. Miller swings it to Kerr. Back to Miller, and the Muskies reset.
Bettendorf going with the man-to-man defense.
Miller calls out a set. Screen roll with Garcia on the right wing. She picks her dribble up, reverses to Kerr. Now they're looking inside, trying to get it to Alicia. Now they feed it to her on the post, and it's slapped away, stolen by her Pelding. And here come the Bulldogs. Ivory in the front court to her Pelding. She feeds it inside for Wroblewski. Turn around to the lane. Shot no good, tapped away. And a rebound run down off the Muskies. It'll be Bettendorf ball.
Yeah, Tessa Kerr just couldn't secure the rebound there.
Radigan will inbounds for the Bulldogs. To her Pelding. Over to Aaron Hatch. Now to Ivory. Bettendorf reverses it. Ivory works off a screen. Runner on the way short, and a rebound Eller. And here come the Muskies. Miller pushes tempo to Kerr. Tess Kerr on the right wing. We've played a minute, no score. Eller swings it over now to Webking. Emily looks inside, swings it back to Miller, and the Muskies reset. Muskies playing without Macy Rogers.
But they're expecting to have back come playoff time.
Miller out high. Swings it for Webking, and now to Eller. Eller top of the key to Miller. Page looking inside. Good defense and good offensive set for the Muskies. Just haven't taken a shot. Down the floor now, Garcia. There's a runner on the way. Good, Alicia Garcia.
And you mentioned in the pregame, Brian, the pace of play. Bettendorf trying to get to that 50-point threshold. Muscatine trying to keep it under that. Right now, the pace of play favoring Muscatine.
No doubt. 2-zip Muskies. 6:10 to play in the first quarter. Propelling on the right wing. Reverses it to Radigan. Radigan now drives into the lane. Runner on the way. Good. Nice shot by Jordan Radigan.
Kerr tried to gamble a little bit there and get the steal in the passing lane, and she was just a step late, and that opened up the lane for Radigan.
All tied at 2, 5:55 left here in the first quarter. Webking on the left wing to Kerr. Kerr bounces it to Eller. Eller on the right wing. Feeds it inside. It's on the floor and stolen away by Bettendorf. Hatch brings it over half court. Over to Radigan on the right wing. Wroblewski out high. Over to Hatch. Now to Radigan in the corner. She drives in left-handed. Layup on the way. No good air ball. Rebound Kerr. And Miller has it. And here come the Muskies. Page into the front court. 2-2. 5:10 left in the first. Webking on the left wing. Back for Kerr. Muskies being very patient with the basketball. Not forcing anything. Garcia to Kerr. Now to Webking. Miller out high. Working on her Pelding. Now it's Paige Miller. Paige on the left wing. Bounces it back out high, and the Muskies reset. It's like the game. Remember the movie Hoosiers, Joel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't shoot until you get 5 passes, and there's a foul that's going to be on Radigan on the high post.
And good things happen when you play that disciplined style of offense.
It wears out a defense. The people don't want to defend that long. You're exactly right. First foul on Radigan, the first on the Bulldogs. Muskies will inbounds into their own basket. They beat Kerr on the inbound. Shot it away good. Tess Kerr.
Nice pass and strong finish for the senior.
4-2 Muskies, 4.5 to play in the first. Hatch at the high post. Over to her Pelding, and she travels. Turnover Bettendorf.
When you have opposing styles like this, when a team wants to control and play a more methodical pace like Muscatine is working on doing, when you have a team that wants to go, sometimes they can get impatient on their offense, and that's what happened there.
Miller walks it over half court for the Muskies. Left wing for Webking. There's a ball stolen away by Ivory. Down the floor, Emily Ivory shot on away. No good, misses it. Rebound Wroblewski, good, and she's fouled. And that's going to go on Emily Webking, her first on the Muskies.
And there's some of that athletic ability from Ivory that we've seen and talked about.
Wroblewski will go to the line to shoot one. Her free throw is good. Only 56% on the season. Bettendorf gets their first lead of the night now, 5-4, with 4:04 left here in the first quarter. Miller walks it over half court to Kerr. Kerr over to Eller. Eller out high for Paige Miller. Paige drives in, kicks it out to Kerr. Now it's Eller out high, swings it for Miller on the left wing. Over to Kerr. Feed into Garcia, slapped away and stolen by Erpelding. Ahead to Radigan. She drives the lane. Shot blocked and out of bounds by Kerr. But a foul on Tess. That'll be her first and the second on the Muskies.
Yeah, good strong take for Bettendorf, and clean up top. It was the second arm around the forearm around the waist is what they're calling the foul on.
Radigan will go to the line, 58% on the season. She'll shoot two. First free throw is good.
U Sports Foundation and Uptown Motors bringing you Muskie basketball this winter.
Allison Brownson has checked into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Radigan's second free throw good. She makes a pair. It is 7-4 Bettendorf. 3:35 left here in the first. Miller walks it up the floor. Swings it for Kerr, right wing. Tess looking for the cutters. Now she feeds Webking, top of the key, back to Miller. Page guarded by Erpelding, feeds Garcia in the post. Alicia puts it on the deck. Up and under move. Shot no, and a foul on Wroblewski. That'll be her first and the second on the Bulldogs.
It's a strong move there for Garcia. Great footwork, getting that up and under, getting the defender in the air, and getting to the free throw line.
Garcia goes to the line, 72% on the season. Free throw on the way is good. What a future she has in the Muskie girls program.
Yeah, you already feel like you're watching a veteran player, and she's just in her 17th high school basketball game.
Second free throw good, makes a pair. She leads the Muskies with 4. 7-6 Bettendorf, 3:15 left in the first. Ivory walks it over half court to Erpelding. Erpelding feeds in the block to Wroblewski. She puts it on the deck. On Garcia, turnaround shot good. Boy, couple of fine post players, and it's 9-6 Bettendorf. Kyler Wroblewski with a nice turnaround. Miller to Eller to Webking. Back to Paige Miller. Paige puts it on the deck, swings it over now for Garcia. And now it's Eller. Now to Paige Miller as the Muskies reset. 2.5 to play in the first. Bettendorf 9 and the Muskies 6. Tess Kerr to Eller. Nice pass inside, but it's stolen by Radigan. Good idea by Paige. Good defense by Bettendorf. Brownson in the front court. On the left wing, reverses to Radigan, but it's slapped out of bounds off Kerr. Bettendorf ball.
Yeah, Muscatine getting some good looks and good action on offense. They had a couple uncharacteristic turnovers here. And now they need to try and recover those on the other end of the floor.
Emily just checks into the lineup for Bettendorf. Now they swing it over in the corner for Brownson. Back to Wroblewski. Out high now. His just takes it in the lane. Left-handed shot. No good. The rebound. Wroblewski shot. No good. Hit the bottom of the board. Back up by just. No. Blocked out of bounds. It'll be Bettendorf ball.
Really great shot block there from Garcia.
So it's Hatch, Wroblewski, Gist, Brownson, and Ivory for the Bulldogs. Ivory gets it on the right baseline. She takes a three out of the corner. No good. Long rebound. Run down by Bettendorf. Good hustle by the Bulldogs. Wroblewski out high. Drives in on Garcia. Shot blocked out of bounds by Alicia. It'll be Bettendorf ball.
That's the second shot block of the night there for Garcia. And does a nice job of not fouling on both of those situations.
Kayla Schultz, a 6-foot junior, checks into the Muskies. There's a ball stolen by Eller. And here come the Muskies. Down the floor comes Kendra, and she loses it as Ivory picks her pocket. And here come the Bulldogs. Emily Ivory in the corner. There's a three by Hatch. Short, no good. Rebound cleared by Kerr. Paige Miller in the front court now for Webking. Webking swings it over to Miller. Now out high for Kerr. There's a long three. No good, and a rebound clear by Wroblewski. Cold shooting early, Joel, and it's 9-6 Bettendorf with 1:10 to play in the first.
Yeah, right now it's just got to keep your patience offensively because
Ivory with a runner, and it's good, and it's 11-6 Bulldogs.
And it's those quick offensive possessions that end in a quick little runner from Ivory that Muscatine wants to avoid. That's exactly how the fourth quarter went up in Bettendorf earlier this season.
11-6 Bettendorf, 50 seconds to play in the first. Kerr out high, over to Webking in the corner, and there's a turnover again on the Muskies. And it's gotten a little sloppy in the last 2 minutes for the Muskies.
Just trying to maybe force a little, press a little bit of the action, and so letting the opportunities just come to them.
Muskies have Schultz, Miller, Webking, Eller, and Kerr on the floors. 11-6. There's Hatch out front for Gist. She puts it on the deck, picks it up, back to Hatch. Hatch feeds it to Radigan at the high post. She's in on Schultz, left-handed layup. Nice shot and a drive. 13-6. Jordan Radigan now leads Bettendorf with 5. 15 seconds to play in the first. Game 1 of the double dip. There's a ball stolen. What an effort by Ivory to Radigan. Now back to Ivory. Clock at 5. They got to go. Gets a screen from Gist. A long three by Ivory at the gun. No good. We've played one. It's Bettendorf 13 and the Muskies 6. We're back at Muscatine High School, and that music with Mike Morgan's outfit might be what they played at his prom.
I don't know. 1981. I'm not sure if that was a hit in 1981 or not.
There's Radigan taking it to the hole, and she's fouled by Kerr, and that'll be the second on Tess and the third on the Muskies.
But what was a key to basketball in 1981, just like those pants probably were, is offensive rebounds. And right now, Bettendorf not only leading the total rebound margin, but they're also leading. They have 4 total rebounds, and 3 of them are on the offensive side of the glass.
Radigan's first free throw good. Bettendorf continues to stretch this lead out. The Muskies led twice at 2-zip and 4-2. Bettendorf led 9-6, and since then they've gone on a 5-0 run. Radigan looking to stretch us out again, and her second free throw is good. She makes a pair. She has 7, and Bettendorf leads the Muskies 15-6 with 7:46 left in the half.
CBI Bank and Trust bringing you Muskie basketball this year.
Miller on the left wing, out front for Kerr. To Zoe Long, who's checked into the game now. Another fine freshman for the Muskies. Zoe on the right wing. Out front for Emily Webking. Tess Kerr has it. Reverses it to Miller. Miller over to Garcia. She's guarded by Wroblewski. Very fine player she is. There's Long, now back to Miller. Back to Zoe Long. Reverses it for Garcia, now to Webking. Webking puts it on the deck, drives the lane, kicks it to Long, 16-footer. Long, no good. The rebound cleared by Radigan, and here come the Bulldogs. Hatch has it. She pushes tempo in the front court. In the corner, Wroblewski. She drives in the lane. Good defense by Garcia. Kick it out for Drexler, who's checked into the game, and out of Hatch. Pelding has it for Drexler. Wroblewski for 3. Back iron no good, and the rebound tapped and cleared by Tess Kerr, and here come the Muskies. Zoe Long in the front court. Back for Miller. Now to Kerr. She steps into a deep 3. Good! Tess Kerr. And the Muskies needed that basket.
Yeah, those are the kind of buckets that we need from Kerr and Long and some of the other shooters tonight.
15-9. Bettendorf by 6. 6:10 left here in the first half. Joel and I sitting courtside as always in the Uptown Motors broadcast booth. Thank you, Uptown Motors, for sponsoring our great courtside seats every game. There's her Pelding. Reverses it to Radigan. Radigan swings on the left side now for Drexler. Now it's Wroblewski in the lane. She kicks it back to Hatch. Hatch puts it on the deck. She drives in the lane. Nice shot. Aaron Hatch on the left-handed runner 17-9 Dogs.
Strong take, under control, finishing with the left hand. Really good look there for Bettendorf.
Paige Miller in the front court for Zoe Long. Zoe guarded by Hatch. Over to Miller. Miller top of the key, back for Long. Zoe gets it to Paige Miller. 5:15 left in the half, 17-9 Bettendorf. Long out high for Garcia. She reverses it to Webking, now to Miller. Pelding guarding her. She reverses it now to Kerr.
A lot of ball movement around the perimeter. Muscatine needs to try and get something down low. Can't rely all night on the outside shot.
And defensively, Bettendorf, if you notice on a lot of these reversals, continue to push Muscatine farther from the basket. Muskies are having a hard time attacking the gaps. There's Webking in the right corner, and there she loses it. Ball on the floor, stolen away by Drexler, and down the floor comes her Pelding. In on Miller, runner on the way, good. And there's a timeout, Bettendorf, 19-9. We are back at Muscatine High School. 4:37 left in the first half, and Bettendorf leads the Muskie girls 19-9. Jordan Radigan leads the Bulldogs with 7. Kylie Wroblewski with 5. Tess Kerr leads the Muskies with 5. Game 1 of the double dip cake auction night, Joel, and the fans are really starting to fill in at the high school gymnasium, but there are good seats available, so please don't hesitate. Don't think it's full, because it isn't yet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come in here, check out all the great cakes. There's always the imagination of the people who are making those is always exciting, and this is always a fun thing, too. The different leaders of student organizations are always out showing off the cakes at halftime and in between games. It's just a tremendous showcase of the community.
Miller brings it over half court as we restart the game. Out to Kerr. She feeds it inside to Garcia. Alicia has it stolen away. Good defense by Bettendorf as her Pelding comes out of there with it. They're surrounding Garcia every time she catches the basketball. Her Pelding drives in the lane on Miller and lays it in. That's a good physical player, Grace Pelding, and she scores again. She has 4, and it's 21-9 Bettendorf.
Yeah, right now the pace and the scoring pace is exactly what Bettendorf comes and looks to do.
Miller. There's the ball stolen away this time by Radigan. Pushes it ahead for Wroblewski. Down the lane, pump fake, shot blocked. And off of Kylie Wroblewski. Good play by Garcia, good recovery.
Yeah, it's her third block shot of the night.
21-9 Bettendorf, 3:48 left in the first half. Just checks in now for Radigan.
And I think Wroblewski is a player that we've seen in the MAC conference for several years now. She's a tremendous basketball player. You might see a little bit of the passing of the torch a little bit between Garcia and Wroblewski tonight, as they're very similar players.
Both have very good skill sets, and they're long and athletic. There's Garcia in the corner. Over now for Eller to Webking. Muskies reverse it on the perimeter. Zoe Long out high on the left wing. Now to Webking. Emily over to Kendra Eller. Back to Webking. And now to Tess Kerr. Muskie's got to get something going to the rim here. There's Garcia. She tries. She puts it on the deck. Nice drive, and there it is. There's a foul. Good take by the freshman.
Opportunity to get some points at the free throw line here.
Fouls on Aaron Hatch. Her first. The third on the Bulldogs. Both teams with 3 fouls. So Garcia will go to the line to shoot 2. 72% of the season. Knocks that one down. She's 3 for 3 tonight. She now has 5 points.
La Morelia Mexican Restaurant, home of the Taco Don Julio, bringing you Muskie basketball.
How was it, Joel?
I did have one today. My boss bought lunch for the office, and it was outstanding.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, it's
good
one of
stuff.
the better tacos I've had.
I've heard it's fantastic. Second one by Garcia is good. 6 points now for Alicia, and it's 21-11. Bettendorf by 10. There's Brownson. She gets it to Hatch and gets it right back. They get in the corner to Gist. She drives baseline. Runner on the way, no good. Tapped up, almost tapped it in. But now it's taken away out of there by Avery Eagle, who's checked in for the first time for the Muskies.
Just another young up-and-comer for the Muscatine basketball program.
There's Zoe Long. Reverses it now for Webking. Webking out high. Out front for Zoe Long to Eller. Eller on the right wing. to Garcia. Garcia in the corner. Back out high for Zoe Long. 2:15 to play in the half. At the half, the Hy-Vee halftime show coming up. We're hoping to have head boys basketball coach Gary Belger on at halftime. We got a message out to him. Hopefully Gary will join us. Talk about the upcoming boys game. There's Zoe Long, top of the key. Reverses it now. Inside for Garcia. Shot on the way, no good. The rebound cleared by Brownson. Good luck for the Muskies. Didn't get it to fall. Ivory stutter steps out front behind the back dribble. Corner for Brownson. She'll take a three. No good. Rebound Webking.
That couldn't go down any more than it did and not go through the net.
There's Emily Webking to Zoe Long out front. Minute and a half to play in the first half. Zoe Long dribbles to her left over to Webking. She's guarded by Brownson. Now they reverse it to Long. Long swings it over on the right wing for Eller. Now back to Long to Webking. Muskie's just playing catch on the perimeter. Looking for baseline cutters.
And like you said earlier, Bettendorf just doesn't allow for that action to come open.
There's Eagle. Eagle in the corner now. And now they reverse it back out high for Long. Under a minute now here in the first half. Webking reverses to Eller. Back to Webking, and now we've got timeout Muscatine. It's going to be hard for the Muskies to win this game. And right now, even though I think the game's being played at the Muskies' pace, Bettendorf's controlling that.
Their efficiency on the offensive end is so much higher. They're making their shots. They're just getting better looks. And Muscatine's had 6 turnovers here in the first half that have just limited their offensive opportunities.
Long out front. Over to Garcia. Garcia drives. They double her in the post now. Shot up, no good, short. Rebound on the floor. And there's a scrum, and it should be a jump ball, and it is. And this possession should go to the Muskies.
Yeah, it'll be Muscatine's ball. And maybe get something off of the inbounds play like they were able to do earlier to Tess Kerr.
They get it in this time. Feed it right back into Eagle in the post. Now to Garcia on the right wing. Back to Avery Eagle. She drives in. Shot on the way. Good. Avery Eagle, the freshman. 20 seconds left in the half. And it's 21-13. Bettendorf now by 8. Their biggest lead was 12. Pelding in the right wing for Radigan. Now to Hatch. Hatch rolls in. Gets it to Ivory. Ivory crossover dribble on Long. Runner on the way. Good. Emily Ivory. Good player she is, and that might be the final shot of the half, and it is. We played a half. It's Bettendorf 23 and the Muskies 13. Eller, Kerr, Webking, Paige Miller, and Alicia Garcia to start for the Muskies in half number 2.
It's a fast start for Muscatine is imperative here. Can't let this lead extend any more than 12 or 13.
Ivory has it as Bettendorf has it to start the second half for Pelding in the right wing. Out high for Radigan. Radigan tries to go backdoor to Hatch, but it's stolen by Webking. Ahead to Kerr. Great start. Kerr now swings it to Webking. Reverses to Miller. Now to Eller. She'll take a 3 left wing. Air ball. I think it was partially blocked by Ivory and recovered by Wroblewski. And here comes the Bulldogs.
It was a good look, just Ivory closing out so fast.
Tyler Wroblewski in the lane. Shot blocked by Garcia and cleared by Webking. Here come the Muskies. Down the floor, Emily Webking. She loses it out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Muskies. Under their own basket. 7:16 left in the third. 23-13 Bettendorf. Cake auction night. Crowd filling up. Almost full here. It'll be full shortly.
Just like tummies are full with cake and ice cream that they're serving at the concession stand tonight.
Band is here. Great atmosphere for high school sports. And there's a turnover. Muskies. Bettendorf ball. Chad Yoakum in the house doing all the filming. Best in the business.
I did just see our halftime guest for the boys game, Tom Kakert from HawkeyeReport.com and Rivals, is in the house. He's a Davenport guy, and he came down to watch some basketball, so he's going to join us at halftime.
I think there's a reason Kakert showed up tonight.
Yeah, maybe Joe Wieskamp and DJ Cart.
There's a shot no good by Wroblewski, and it's cleared away. Muskies in the front court. Kerr feeds it ahead for Eller. Shot up and in. Muskie's got an easy basket on a run out, and they need more of those, 23-15.
Earned it with a good turnover on the defensive side, and rewarded with a good run and finish.
Hatch
Another
goes
turnover.
baseline. There's a turnover. Bettendorf. Muskie ball. Muskie's coming out a little passion here in the third.
Yeah.
Playing again without Macy Rogers, their second leading scorer. Kerr swings it for Miller. Miller now over to Eller, right wing. Eller trying to look inside. Good defense by Bettendorf. They're always in position. They play tough on the ball, and then they're always in help position. There's a drive inside and a foul on her Pelding as Garcia took her to the rack. And she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, good strong take for Garcia. Right now you can tell the adjustments that Coach Orvis went over and it really sunk in, and the execution has been really strong so far the first couple minutes of this third quarter.
Garcia 4 for 4 from the stripe and make it 5 for 5. And the Muskies have cut the lead to 7.
Integrated Therapy Specialist PC providing quality physical therapy, and Vision Center PC providing quality eye care in Muscatine, proud supporters of Muskie basketball.
Second free throw good. Garcia now with 8 leads all scorers and is 23-17. There's a shot laid up and in by Ivory, and she's tough to deal with. Kerr down the lane. Bettendorf back up by 8. Tess kicks it back to Paige Miller. 5:45 left in the third, 25-17 Bettendorf. Kerr drives baseline, shot up no good, and a foul, and the Muskies attacking the rim, which I wish I would have done more of the first half, and Bettendorf committing some fouls. This one's on Radigan, and that'll be her second, and the second on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and sometimes you have halves like that first half where you can, it almost feels like quicksand, where the more you try and struggle, you just keep sinking. And in this situation, that halftime seems to be a clean reset and a much better second half here for Muscatine.
Kerr's first free throw is no good. Tess will get another. Second one, no good. Missed a pair, but Garcia gets a rebound. To Eller to Miller. Page drives down the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Good look, though. Rebound Wrobleski, and ahead for Bettendorf now is her Pelding. Wrobleski out high as Ivory hits a deck, or actually it's not Ivory, it's Radigan. There's a turnaround shot, no good air ball, rebound Miller, and here come the Muskies. Miller in the front court. Over to Eller. She'll take an open three. Good! Kendra Eller. And the Muskies have cut the 10-point lead in the half. 25-20. Ivory drives down. There's a ball almost stolen away, but her Pelding picks it up. Back to Hatch on the block. Drives in on Webking. Shot on the way, no. But a foul on Emily Webking, and that'll be her second and the first on the Muskies.
Yeah, and that was just once the ball got down low, we're right strong to the hoop, and Webking did her best to try to maintain verticality, but it just didn't work out for her.
Hatch should go to the line to shoot two. Free throw rattles around and in. On the season, Aaron Hatch for the Bulldogs. 71% from the stripe. Second free throw on the way short. No good rebound. Kerr. 26-20. Bettendorf with 4:45 left in the third. There's a pass stolen away by Radigan. Down the floor. Good save by her, too. Good athlete. Out front for Wrobleski. Over now. Corner for Pelding. Hatch on the right wing. Aaron Hatch drives into the lane to her Pelding. She drives in now, swings it over for Wrobleski. She drives baseline, lays it up and in. Kylie Wrobleski with a nice drive. She has 7, and it's 28-20. Bettendorf now back up by 8 with 4:10 left in the third. Kerr swings it over to Paige Miller. Out high now for Emily Webking. Webking looking inside, reverses it to Miller. Miller drives to the elbow, left-handed layup, no good, and she's fouled by her Pelding again. And that should be her second and the third on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, really conscientious effort to get to the rim, get fouled, get to the free throw line here. And it's really worked for Muscatine. They're really close to getting this back to a 2-possession game.
If you can't feed it into the post or taking that away, you've got to be able to create some alleys and beat your person off the dribble. Makes the game a lot easier. And the Muskies getting to the rim here in the third quarter. It's paying dividends, except Miller misses the first. They've got to make their free throws. Second one is good. So Paige is now on the board. Her first point of the night. It's 28-21 Bulldogs.
And Eller really working hard to try and take easy buckets away from Ivory.
Brownson is checked in the lineup. There's Ivory. Ivory with 6 points. She drives down the lane, runner on the way, good. She's one of those players that just feels like she can take over whenever she really wants to.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of game. 30-21 Bettendorf.
Yeah, the ability to take people off the dribble that she has is really a luxury to have in the high school girls basketball game.
Good ball handler, good shooter. Webking picks her dribble up. Now she gets it to Miller, swings it to Kerr. Kerr looking inside, reverses it back to Paige Miller. Now they go to Garcia. Shot up, no good. Looking for a foul, but no call. Ivory ahead for Brownson. Overhead, and out of bounds. Muskie ball.
Yeah, just Wroblewski got the rebound, pushed it up the floor for Bettendorf, and it's just been whenever Muscatine seems to be scratching and crawling back into it, Bettendorf shuts the door.
Just is checked into the Bettendorf lineup. Kerr now swings it to Garcia. Garcia on the block. Nice up and under shot on the way, good. Alicia Garcia, that's a big-time move by a freshman.
Yeah, left-handed finish.
She's up to 10. She leads all scorers. There's a pass on the left wing now for Brownson. She bounces to the elbow to Just. Just swings it over to Ivory. Ivory feeds the post to her Pelding. Shot up, no good, to foul on Miller. And her Pelding saw the matchup there, and she really rooted herself into the block, got the feed, and drew the foul.
Yeah, a little opportunity for Bettendorf to get some free points here at the free throw line. And just another opportunity. It's been almost textbook what they've been able to do tonight, defensively and offensively, just really keeping Muscatine out of their rhythm.
Her Pelding makes the first 76% on the season, and she makes them both. She has 6, and it's 32-23 Bettendorf, 2:20 to play in the third. Miller to Kerr. Back to Paige. Paige Miller out high, swings it for Kendra Eller. Eller feeds it inside, and it's stolen away. They have 2 on her and 1 waiting. It's tough to feed it in there, and it's stolen away. Ivory down the floor, stolen by Webking to Kerr, and the Muskies have a run out. Down the floor, Tess Kerr lays it up and in.
Really smart play for Kerr as Bettendorf was setting up to take the charge. She went away from the contact.
Bettendorf goes the other way, and Brownson misses the layup. Muskies have the chance to cut it down again. Eller to Miller to Kerr. She'll take a deep 3, short, no good. And the rebound just. That would have been a big shot to fall. Kayla Schultz set to check into the Muskie lineup. Ivory walks it over half court now. There's a runner, shot on the way, rattles in by Emily Ivory. She's in double figures now with 10, and it's 34-25 Bulldogs.
Yeah, she's just so smooth.
Webking on the left wing. Muskies with 3 players set to check in. Zoe Long also an Avery Eagle. There's Paige Miller out high for Kendra Eller. Eller reverses it to Kerr. Now to Paige Miller. Miller out high. Ball almost stolen by her Pelding, and a foul on her Pelding. And that'll be her 3rd and the 4th on Bettendorf.
Yeah, good initial effort to tip the ball away, but just continued through the body to draw the foul.
Her Pelding's a good, scrappy player for Bettendorf. All these girls have been, they all started a year ago. Hatch, her Pelding started, Ivory, Wroblewski. These girls are all back from a year ago. Good basketball team at 14-3.
Yeah, the conference as a whole has got some dominant programs at Pleasant Valley and Assumption as well.
Yeah, PV is really good. There's a pass to Long in the left wing. Zoe Long and Avery Eagle, Kayla Schultz, Tess Kerr, and Paige Miller on the floor for the Muskies. Zoe Long in the left wing. Clock at 25. Muskies trail by 9. Eagle drives baseline. She picks it up, and turnover now as Hatch steals it to Ivory, and Bettendorf's going to play for 1. Ivory in the front court. We're sitting courtside in the Uptown Motors broadcast booth. Ivory drives the lane, lays it up, misses the layup, and a foul on the rebound, and this is going to go on number 40, Laura Brayton.
Really good rebound there from the freshman Zoe Long. Good box out and securing it.
First foul on Broughton, as I mispronounced it. That's the 5th on the Bulldogs. Muskies in the front court. Miller tries to feed it to Schultz. Shot up too late. We've played 3 quarters in the books. Game number 1, Bettendorf leads the Muskies 34-25. Zoe Long out high. Swings it over for Tess Kerr. Back to Long. Eller feeds Schultz. Turnaround shot blocked by Hatch and cleared by Bettendorf. Hatch brings it up as Ivory's taking a breather. Over to Erpelding. They swing it to Radigan. Now to Drexler is checked into the lineup. Bettendorf playing about 9 girls tonight.
Yeah, their rotation's been really effective too. They seem to always have a fresh group on the floor.
There's a pass stolen away by Eller, but now there's a scrum, and it's going to be a jump. This one should go to Bettendorf.
Yep, so it'll be Bettendorf ball here.
Under their own basket, Erpelding will inbounds. So it's Erpelding, Drexler, Hatch, Radigan, and Wroblewski for the Bulldogs, and there's a foul on Kerr. That'll be the 3rd on Tess and the 3rd on the Muskies.
Yeah, she just tried to cut her off on the cut, and feet got tangled, and that was a good call.
Erpelding looking to inbounds. She throws it out top for Drexler. Over to Hatch. High post for Wroblewski. She puts it on the deck on Schultz. Turns around. Good defense by Kayla. Back on high for Drexler, and Bettendorf reverses it. Erpelding in the left wing. She drives in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Drexler for a 3 out of the corner. Good. Off the bench, Eleanor Drexler knocks down a 3, and it's 37-25. Bettendorf by 12 matches their biggest lead of the night.
Westside Store and Godfather's Pizza bringing you Muskie basketball.
Long over to Kerr. 6:40 to play in this one. We'll have a pretty good sized break in between games, and then we'll bring you the boys game after this. Kerr swings it inside. It's almost stolen away, but it's back to Kerr again. Now to Schultz. Over to Long. They feed it into Kerr, and she's fouled by Drexler. That'll be her first, and the 6th on Bettendorf.
And that next foul will put Muscatine in the bonus, which is really important here to try and get some opportunities at the free throw line to scratch and claw into this game.
Webking checks back in along with Garcia and Miller for the Muskies. There's a pass into Tess Kerr. Swing in the corner. Webking drives, and she's fouled, and it's Erpelding, I believe, or Hatch. We'll see. And it's Erpelding, and that's her 4th. And the 7th on Bettendorf, so Webking go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Emily knocks down the first one. Webking on the season, 59% from the stripe.
And this could be the key right here to get back into these free throws.
Keep attacking the rim, go to the line, shoot throws. You're in the bonus, and there's the second one is no good. 37-26 Bettendorf, 6:10 left here in this one. Ivory in the front court for Radigan. Now to Hatch. Brownson now at high. She drives on Eller, swings it to Radigan. High post for Wroblewski. She drives in on Garcia. Shot on away, no good rebound. Brownson lays it up and in.
It's another offensive board for Bettendorf. They've got 6 of them tonight.
39-26, Bettendorf's biggest lead of the night, 13. There's Webking. Nice crossover, kicks it to the corner. Garcia for 3. Good, or it is a 3.
They called a 3?
Three-point basket.
Sorry.
He raised his arms. Game one of our double-dip cake auction night. Muscatine High School. Bettendorf leads the Muskie girls 39-29 with 5:39 left. Alicia Garcia just knocked down that three, and she leads all scorers with 13 points. And the Muskies come out in a 1-2-1-1 full court pressure, looking to trap here in the backcourt. But Hatch beats it down the floor, and Bettendorf has numbers now. Brownson to the corner. Radigan for 17. No good. Rebound. Kerr. And here come the Muskies. Muskies change tempo there with a missed shot. Trying to pick up the pace here.
Yeah, with 6 under, with a 10-point deficit in under 6 minutes, it's time to go.
Eller for Garcia. Back to Paige Miller on the left wing. Back to Kerr. Kerr looking inside. Reverses it to Webking. And now to Eller on the right wing. Miller puts it on the deck. Drives the lane. Page's shot rolls out, but a good shot by Paige Miller. Good effort. Just couldn't get it to fall, and Ivory walks it up.
Yeah, unfortunate that didn't go down because it was such a good take.
Ivory with a take to the rim. No good. Wroblewski with a follow. No good rebound. Radigan up and in. She has 9. Bettendorf with balanced scoring. Ivory with 10. Radigan with 9. Wroblewski with 7. And it's 41-29 Bulldogs. There's a pass inside Garcia. Stolen away Wroblewski to Ivory. And here comes Bettendorf again. Coach Tritt telling him to slow it down. Radigan now over to Hatch. Reverses it for Brownson, who's in the game. To Radigan. She's guarded by Kerr. Swings it to Hatch. Hatch puts it on the deck. Back over to Wroblewski. She drives in to Radigan. She bounces it to Brownson. Good half-court offense here by Bettendorf. Brownson over to Hatch. Hatch swings it over to Radigan and back to Hatch again. There's a give and go, and she loses it, but it's picked up on the floor by Kerr, but she goes to the deck. And we're going to have a jump ball this time, and the possession should go to the Muskies.
It'll be Muskie ball. Community Bank and Trust, they put people first in locations in Muscatine, Columbus Junction, Wapello, and Wilton. And Bosch Pest Control. Don't squash them, Bosch them, bringing you Muskie basketball.
41-29 Bulldogs. 3:32 left in this one. Garcia drives baseline. Spin move. Nice move. Shot on the way short. No good. Wroblewski with a rebound. And here comes Bettendorf.
The 7th rebound so far for Wroblewski.
Picks her dribble up. Gets it to Radigan. Now to Brownson. There's a 3 out of the corner. Wroblewski long. No good rebound. Kerr. And I'm not sure that's the shot Coach Tritt wanted in that situation. He didn't say anything, but he was staring it down. There's Paige Miller splitting the defense in the lane. Kicks it back to Kerr. Now to Paige. Under 3 to play. 41-29 Bettendorf. Eller out high. Great crowd filtering into Muscatine High School tonight. Stolen away by Ivory. Emily Ivory down the lane. All the way to the basket. Lays it in. Ivory with 12. And it's 43-29. 14-point lead. Bettendorf's biggest of the night.
Yeah, just starting to run away from it here. First National Bank of Muscatine bringing you Muskie basketball.
Kerr. And we always see Scott Inkstad at every game.
Yeah, I saw him come in. He's here.
And Bob Howard from CBI Bank. The banks are well represented. There's Kerr in the paint.
Bob's already bought a cake tonight, I think.
I'm sure he has. There's a corner pass over to Garcia. She drives baseline. Shot no good. Rebound tapped away and cleared by Wroblewski to Ivory. And she'll walk it up with 1:50 to play in a 14-point lead. Bettendorf's going to have a layup-only rule here. Ivory out high. Good ball handler. Bounces it now to Wroblewski on the right wing. Out front now for Hatch. To Radigan, and they're just playing catch with it. Clock at a minute and a half. And there's a foul, and this one's going to go.
It should be on Bettendorf. Some feet got tangled. I think it's going to be
actually Radigan. I was blocked there.
I saw it. Yeah. So Radigan's feet got tangled with Webking, In her trip, she pushed, and she got called for a moving screen offensive foul because she was going down and she pushed a Muskie player into the ball handler.
That got ran over, right? 44 ended up on the ground.
1:20 left in this one. 43-29 Bettendorf. There's a pass to Kerr. Runner on the way. No good. Rebound tapped and cleared by Ivory. Good look again by the Muskies. Just couldn't get it to finish. They've done a nice job, Joel, getting to the rim.
It's one of those games where you might go back and watch the tape and feel a little bit better about it than what the scoreboard and how you feel right now in the game.
Brownson over to Wroblewski. To Radigan. To Hatch and to Bettendorf playing catch. Wroblewski out high for Ivory. Emily Ivory drives, kicks it to the right to Hatch. Back to Ivory. Ivory with a 3 right wing. Forget about the layup rule, Ivory. That's a layup for her, and she knocks it down. 46-29. And I'm sure she's the only one on the team with that kind of a green light.
Yeah, and she is going to, I think that'll be it for the night for her. She's going to come off.
Coach Trick clearing the bench. 39 seconds to play. Bettendorf leads 46-29. Muskies now with some substitutions. Zoe Long checks back in with Avery Eagle. And we've got some wholesale subs for Bettendorf. Bratton is checked into the lineup. And number 34, Autumn Jensen is checked into the lineup. I'll try to catch all these names. Drexler and Hatch still out there. Ivory's still out there, probably to dribble the clock out. There's Zoe Long on the right side. She feeds it into Kerr. Tess Kerr, shot on the way. No. Rebound on the floor, cleared by Bettendorf as Drexler has it to Ivory. Clock under 20. Paige Miller guarding her. Nice drive by Ivory. Runner on the way, good. Emily Ivory now is 17.
This has just been a methodical.
And there's the end of the game. Shot no good as Bettendorf surgically defeats the Muskies in game 1, 48-29 in a tough-fought game.